Hi my loves, welcome back to my channel. As you can see, my videos are going to be a much better quality than they used to be. No more using my phone to record videos. I got myself a camera, I got myself a ring light, I got myself a tablet, so we should be in good shape. So to kick off everything on my channel, I am going to do a video a week based on dedicated to one thing on the face. And this week is brow week, ladies, so if you want to know how I do my brows, if you're just interested in the basics of how to fill in a brow, then you might want to watch this video. And please thumbs up it if you like it. Don't forget, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, subscribe, and I will check you guys in my next video. Hey ladies, so let's get started. Like I said, the eyebrows is the appetizer of the meal. So the first thing we're gonna do to prepare our appetizer, I'm such a big girl, like, but okay, first things first is you wanna take your tweezers, and if you have any loose hairs that is not inside of your arch, you know, any hairs that's out of place, you wanna pluck them. And you take your spoolie brush and you brush your hairs up, and then you take a pair of little eyebrow shears and you just shape your eyebrows. That's the first thing. Your natural brow has to be tamed before you even try to fill them in. Okay, so after that's done, you take your eyebrow pencil, which is going to be a deep brown, a dark brown, nothing too light because you don't want to look ashy, nothing too dark because you don't want to have these big thick black, you know, eyebrows. So don't use black, please ladies, do not use black, you know, just dark brown or deep brown. And you're going to, okay, let me take a brush and tell you guys where standard eyebrows should start and end. If you take a brush and you, supposedly this is what they say, you put it across here from your eye, then that tells you where your brow should begin. And if you go like this at the end of your eye, that tells you where your brow should end. But I don't always do that. You use your better judgment, however you feel comfortable. You do it. Use yours. Just rock it out. Okay, so first we're going to line the bottom of our brows. And it doesn't have to be perfect because I like to conceal my brows after I fill them in. So it doesn't have to be perfect, so don't worry about, you know, drawing the perfect lines. And then I'll come in, like, I'll say about, it's about right, like an inch into your brow. You want to start on the top because you just don't, you want to leave that natural look to the brow still. If you start from the end, then, I mean, I've seen some nice brows that way, but me personally, I start like an inch in and start to draw my upper line. And again, ladies, like I said, it doesn't have to be perfect because you're going to clean this up. And as you can see, mine is far from perfect. And you just repeat on the other end about an inch in. There we go. So right now my brows is looking extremely crazy. And yours may too. Don't freak out. Don't panic. Okay. The next thing that I'm going to take is my Anastasia Dip Brow in the color dark brown. And if I could find my brush that I use for this, we will be set. Oh my God. just had it. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. I have my brush, and it was right in front of me all along. Don't judge me. So again, I have my Anastasia Dip Brow, and I take my brush. They do have a brush that's meant to be used with this pomade, but I didn't purchase it because it was $18, and I may purchase it in the future to see, you know, if it gives me a better effect, but I have a brush that I think works fine for the time being. So you want to dip your brush into your pomade, and then you want to make small little strokes and just fill in your brow. Sorry you guys, my voice is just like extremely hoarse-y. And like I'm making little strokes, you know. I do tend to kinda forget to do the strokes, and I make huge strokes because I'm going to take my spoolie brush and brush it out anyway, so either or, do the small strokes or just, you know, go ahead and completely fill your brow in however you like it, however dark you like it, however light you like it. After I comb it with the brush though, it'll fade out a little, and I'll have to add a little more product, more than likely. Usually that's how it works with me. My good, okay. I was gonna say, I thought I lost my other brush. And then what you want to do is kind of brush your brow up, and in the front you want to brush it towards the front because it gives it more of a natural effect. And that's what we're trying to do, look as natural as possible. I mean, you know, some things you just can't help, but the brows you can't help. And like I said, this doesn't have to be perfect because we're still, you know, this isn't the finished product. We're still baking our cake. Oh God, I'm so greedy. Okay. And sometimes it takes me probably like 5 minutes to do my brows because I'm such like a perfectionist. So, okay. I think we're pretty good now. So that's what we have so far. I'm gonna give it a little brush. This spoolie is not the best, so you know, I have to kind of work with what I got until I get that $18 brush. And I'm gonna take this little brush right here that I have, and I'm just gonna kind of fan out the beginning of my brow. Even though I brushed it with the spoolie, I'm still gonna just fan it out. You know, nothing too major, but make sure there's no harsh line, basically. Okay, now I'm going to take my concealer, and your concealer should be about 2 shades lighter than your skin tone. And then I'm just going to trace under my brow. The line that we drew on the bottom in the beginning with our pencil, we're going to go just below that. Just kind of clean it up and make it, you know, more of a defined brow. And then we're going to pull our product that's left on our brush down onto the eyelid. And you have to have a steady hand for this part, because this is what basically gives your brow that sharpness and that crispness. Okay, so there we have it. And then you kind of take your finger and kind of, you know, blend out the concealer so it's not too noticeable. It looks a little more natural. Now, if you're doing like your eye makeup for that day, then you can go ahead and leave it, you know, bright, because you're going to highlight up in that area when you apply your shadow anyway, so it would help. So, but today I'm just doing brows just to show you guys, so I'm not going to leave it as, you know, bright as I would if I was to do my makeup. Okay, and for the top, I am going to not take my concealer, but I'm going to use my Dream Velvet foundation, because the top, to me, you want that to really look natural. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go ahead and take my foundation and line the top line, just as I did the bottom, right above the line that I created with my pencil. And ladies, don't be afraid if you mess up to go in with your brow filler, you know, and fill in if you mess up, if you dip into your brow while you're trying to conceal, if you accidentally mess up the shape of your brow. Don't be afraid to, you know, do whatever you need to do to fix it up. Add just a little more to my bottom to even it out some. And like I said, pull that product down. After you pull it down, blend it out. Okay, so that's our one brow. I'm gonna go ahead and do the other brow, and then I'll show you how I finish them off. Okay, you guys, so now I've filled in my brows, I've concealed them, and they're basically done and they're ready to go. Lastly, what you want to do is just fill in, you know, any loose ends that you may see, any imperfections you think could be better, like will help your brow, you know, like in the front. A lot of the times I always have to take my my little brush, and like I did on this brow, I kind of fanned out the front to give the brow a more natural appearance. So okay, you guys, so this is my video for the week, the brow week. Next week is going to be on I don't know. See, I wanna do foundation, but then I want to do the eyes. So either or, but I'll surprise you guys. So stay tuned for my next video. Thumbs up this video if you like it, and thank you all for watching, and I'll check you in my next video. Bye guys.